on is the host, Michael Williams. Today we have Tepe, we have Doug, we have Pat, and we have Greg. Today we're going to talk about why are black. I don't want to encompass. I'll make it all encompassing. Why are people?
Say black people.
Say black people.
Okay,
black people.
All right. Why are black people so inclined not to help each other? Not as a whole, because there are some. But no. I'll take that back.
Talk about
As a whole, because there are just a few that will do that. I think we all, went to school. We can all think of times where somebody had a leg up, and you just ask them like, "Hey, man, you just can I just get a little help?" And they're like, "Nah," or we'll hold on to a secret. Like we have something that's going to really make us money. We're going to hold on to that tight, try to make all the money we can. Once it's probably all drained out, then we want to share the secret. Or if we want to share something, it's some kind of Ponzi scheme, something crazy.
Because we've been without for so fucking long that we're just trying to get our situation straight first before we be like, okay, now you can have it. You have to have a real special connection with the brother across from you or whatnot before you be like, because let's take this room for example.
Okay.
Know you love you. Just met him. If I got something that's gonna make us all money, no disrespect to my Divine Nine brother right here, no disrespect to this brother right here, but I'm doing you first, and I'm doing both of y'all after I make sure I'm straight.
Right.
And all that comes from we've been without for so fucking long.
Right.
So I don't want to do no Willie Lynch now, blah blah blah. I don't want to do all that, but we've all been without for so fucking long that we're just like, you know what? I only got one life to live. Let me just make sure everybody.
Let me max it out.
Let me max out my joint first before I make sure this next man straight.
Okay, so you're saying basically, we want to make sure that for posterity purposes that we're straight, our kids are straight, and our kids' kids are straight. At that point, then we can say, hey,
charity starts at home.
Fuck that. Wrong answer.
What do you think, man?
One of the reasons we don't do it is one, we're selfish by nature. Period. Point blank.
Okay.
Two, historically, we won't allow other people to prosper. Let's look at our leaders. We have Jesse Jackson, who's still a quote unquote leader. Don't know why. Sexual assault allegations and baby mamas aside, but we have him. We have Conyers. We have all the other quote unquote civil rights leaders. They're 80, 90, 100 years old, right? Been in Congress, been in power. Ain't brought forth any Negroes in their 20s and 30s. Will not.
Successors.
No, they won't bring successors. Not only will they not do that, they won't. Black Lives Matter won't embrace them. Colin Kaepernick won't embrace them because they like their stature. For example, let's go back. Let's talk about ESPN real quick. Okay, this is part of the narrative why we can't bring people in. Malcolm Jenkins is they allege that he did some side deal with the NFL to take $89 million, and now he's saying I won't raise my Black Power fist no more. For him, right? The problem with that is now you've excommunicated a whole group of individuals who are protesting social justice for your own selfish gain.
Yep. Self-aggrandizement.
And that's part of the problem. It has nothing to do with the fact that we don't stick together, we don't love each other. It's almost like, hey, I'm out to get mine. Period. I just want to get my $100 million and be gone.
Tupac said it.
Right.
On the NMC break. I gotta get mine.
Right.
You gotta get
the second part of that is that sometimes when we do push out information, like I've done, like with Bitcoin, for example, I bought Bitcoin pretty well. I'm pretty good right now. I just say that. I don't want to brag, but I'm pretty good right now. But
until it busts, but
it will bust. But it's fun.
Okay.
But when I tell other people to do it, I told some of my brothers to do it. I'm not doing Bitcoin. What's that about? All right. If you don't want to do it, that's on you. I want to buy this and all. Okay, I'm telling you, this thing about to blow up. It's our distrust of one another. Because when we do give information to one another, sometimes we just, we say,
what are you trying to get, or what is
your end game?
Yeah.
And I'm doing it because of the love.
And I think that only comes from, though, I'm just going to get mine,
right.
And then after I get all of mine, you get yours. Absolutely. So once you come to me like, okay, I'm ready to give you yours, right. You're like, okay, why? Why are you? Because it just doesn't happen. Because you already got all yours. Right. All right, so Pat, what are your thoughts, man?
Man, it's so much divisiveness and separation within our own community and culture. Like, it's hard to really look at a person from a genuine standpoint and say, you know what, they're trying to invest into me.
Mhm.
And to know, and to me, like,
Good fucking point.
I come from entrepreneurial background. Like, my parents have been get it out the mud from the time I've been born to before I was born.
Mhm.
You know, they've been married, 35, 40 years.
Right.
You know, I'm the youngest of four. And my whole foundation is, make sure that you are putting your best foot forward, so therefore you can actually help the next person behind you, whether it's be a relative or close friend or a teammate, X, Y, and Z. Growing up playing sports is critical for kids because I feel like it builds like that teamwork mentality. If you take it away from a kid and he thinks he can get there to the top by himself, he's going to be sadly mistaken.
Right.
Sadly mistaken because it's that much harder to get there by yourself.
Right.
So yeah, to your point, and also to your point too, we have to try to reach across the lines to try to connect to other people that don't look like us to understand like how did Jews capitalize on everything that they've actually grown to actually have and accomplish now. Black culture should have a lot more of that because guess what? We spend $1 trillion a year.
So to that point, Pat, I think what it is, I think this is probably the time
Say
where
it.
I'm gonna get that.
Uh-oh.
Say it.
Say it, don't spread.
Give me
When you
something
have
to
other races and
Talk
they
about it.
pretty much get together and they say, hey, no matter what happens, whatever it is,
Talk about it.
we're gonna get money and we're gonna make it.
Yeah,
We're
it's not
gonna
even
do it.
racist,
There
though.
goes-
I think you limit it. It's not even just racist.
Nope.
It's not just racist. It's also sexual orientation.
Yep.
It's gender. Every other quote unquote group has found a way to maximize everything about them. The LGBT culture
I knew you were gonna go there.
spent $180,000 on a fucking crosswalk in Atlanta.
Yep.
$180 on a
In
fucking
Midtown.
Yeah.
in Midtown.
Midtown.
And when they tried to release it, you know what they did?
Hmm.
They said, you ain't doing that. You're not taking it away from a crosswalk.
In Midtown.
In Midtown, a crosswalk. We can't even maximize our own dollar to put together a candidate that we want to run for mayor.
That's it.
But it goes back.
That's true. That's
it
real.
goes all the way back to our inception in this country.
No!
Yes.
I think that's a
Yes.
cop-out.
It's not a
cop
cop
out.
out.
Not a
It's
cop
not a
out.
cop-out.
Go ahead.
Talk
It's
about
not
it,
a
Doug.
cop-out. It's a cop-out.
Talk
It
about it,
is
Doug.
not a cop out
What do you
because whatever the controlling race starts, they're gonna finish.
They are. True.
Whatever they start, they're gonna finish.
But we're at a
And
point.
hold up,
Okay, sorry.
And then so it goes back to us getting kidnapped and bringing us to this country. What the first thing that they did? What we talk about? What the first thing they did was separate the family.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely.
And it's continuing to this day. What the second thing they did was to make the
Jim Crow.
not Jim Crow. What was the letter?
Willie Lynch.
The Willie Lynch letter.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you actually read the Willie Lynch letters, it's still continuing to this day. Light against dark, old against young. And when they goes to the Jesse Jackson, old against young. You know what I mean? For them not to pull up some other civil rights leaders, that's evident to the Willie Lynch letter.
I understand, but I'm gonna correct you on a couple things. One, just for historical reasons, the Willie Lynch letter is a farce. Okay, it was never written. It never existed.
Exactly.
It was just something that it was advanced as an excuse for black people to say, "Hey, the Willie Lynch letter was the impetus for why we act the way we act."
So,
In 2000, hold on, let me finish. In 2017, we have enough resources, enough individuals to get people in place to advance our own policies.
So
For
why isn't
example,
it happening?
it only
So
takes.
why isn't it
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. For
It did.
example,
It
it only
actually did.
takes
It actually did.
4,000 votes to get a seat on Atlanta City Council.
What-
That's it.
Okay.
That's the entire AUC.
Mhm.
I'll give you another one.
Why
It
didn't
only-
it happen?
Huh?
Why didn't it
Because
happen?
we do not maximize our resources.
Why?
Because
We
we're
don't have-
selfish.
we don't have-
Keep on going. Keep on
It's
going.
actually-
Well, I'll tell you why. We don't because listen, because unfortunately our community is more interested in self-indulgence,
Keeping up with the Joneses.
keeping up with the Joneses,
Mhm.
keeping it real. We want the latest iPhone. No disrespect, Mr. iPhone. We want the
I
latest
have one
iPhone.
I got one too.
We want the latest iPhone
iPhone 10.
instead of a super pack. Imagine if every black person in the city of Atlanta took the money they would have spent on an iPhone and took 25% of that and put it in a super pack. Do you know what kind of education. No. It doesn't go back to education because now you can't make that excuse anymore.
A lot of people that you're talking to don't even know what a super PAC is.
You can't. No. If they don't know what a super PAC is at this point, that's their own fault. You have enough information now where you can go out and say, instead this is what people do. We talked about this earlier. Killer Mike came out for Keisha Lance Bottoms, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh shit,
Collier Heights.
Killer Mike. I'm voting for Keisha Lance Bottoms. Don't know shit about her policy.
Nope, nothing. That's true.
Don't know nothing about her policy, but because Killer Mike and T.I. got behind her, they win her.
Yep.
You know what Mary Norwood, and I'm not endorsing any candidate, but you know what Mary Norwood got? She got Peter Amon. She got Kathy Willard. She got Caesar Mitchell. All three of those people are all key coalitions. You got the LGBT community with Kathy Willard. You got the financial community with Peter Amon. And you got the black community with Caesar Mitchell. That's the difference. There's no more excuses. You can't come out and say, well, we don't know anymore. Because all it is, everybody has a fucking smartphone. They have to do is Google this shit.
All right,
that's it.
It's easy to
You're
say.
still being topical, though, man.
Say,
You're still being topical.
Greg,
like,
what do you think?
Like the whole, it still goes back to what I said, man. It's like everyone's still out for self in our community. Like plain and simple, we're all out for self. Like me and my boy that was in my wedding, my best man was in my wedding. We have grand ideas of how we want to make our family, like my family, his family, build and prosper and be ready for the future and whatnot. But that's a macro level. To expand that whole idea or expand that whole thought, we can't do it because we're still selfish. I'm not.
We
sure.
are. I absolutely agree.
And that's so the question isn't about how can we advance, how can we make the black community better, blah blah blah. No, it's how can we not be selfish? How can we not, like I heard, so to jump back on what you were saying about, Killer Mike, Keisha Lance Bottoms. They ain't gonna fuck with anything south of I-20, blah blah blah, this and the third. Fuck them, fuck that. They don't have to fuck with south of I-20. If you walk over to your neighbor's house and you be able to slap your neighbor's kid in the back of the neck, not beat his ass, but slap him in the back of the neck and be like, you know what's right or whatnot. If we bring it back to that culture, if we bring it back to,
the community raises.
Yeah.
But I want. Go ahead.
Okay. So just to wrap it all up, but if we bring it back to not, I'm worried about black as a whole. No, I'm worried about this community where my house sits. I'm worried about the summit at Stonewall Tail where my house sits and everybody in this community. If everybody in that community just comes together, then we'll be an example to the larger, So.
All right, Pat, I want to give you the last thought, man.
Okay, so for me, like what I've taken from this conversation is like the black agenda in Atlanta is kind of lost because there's so many different segments of Atlanta that's separated from the big picture. The big picture, like we need to empower each other from community to community, from Douglasville to DeKalb County, from Dunwoody to Jonesboro.
Right.
Like you have to identify with the black people in those communities, in those areas, so therefore you're able to bring about the agenda, therefore we can all connect and identify with what it is that we're trying to push and project, so therefore we can come together as a people, because we can sit there and be divisive by, oh, well, I'm not voting for her because she's endorsed by such and such, or I'm not voting for this particular individual because this policy doesn't match up to me at this point. Like, one thing I can truly say is, you know what? Caucasians, they're not going to abandon the agenda. The agenda is,
that's my point.
The agenda is, you know what? Caucasians, we're going to protect one another.
Gay people, we're going to protect one another.
Gay people, we're going to protect one another.
Women, we're going to protect one another.
Women, we're going to protect
Absolutely.
one another.
Absolutely.
Black people don't understand, like, there's an agenda for us.
Right.
Like, you can't deviate from the agenda that is black. Like,
And then
that's
you have a nigga like Malcolm Jenkins who says, hey, I'm going
to take a side. I'm going to do a deal with you from an ad hoc conversation that is not for the conglomerate. I'm going to remove Colin Kaepernick, who was the catalyst of the conversation.
Right.
He pulled him out of it.
And
it's the same thing that's happening.
And the same thing was happening with Kasim Reed. Instead of saying what he should have done, and again, this is related to the entire conversation, what he should have did is say, you know what, I'm going to remove myself from the mayoral race.
Exactly.
I'm going to say, fuck it. Let Keisha Lance Bottoms do her thing. Let Mary Woodward do her thing. I don't want me to shadow everything that's going on.
His
selfishness.
That should have been jump ball for
His selfishness.
Wow.
to be a part of the conversation has
Diluted the process.
not only just diluted the process, he has pretty much doomed Keisha Lance's bottle
Yeah.
to the detriment of this black community.
All right, and we're gonna end with that. Thank you, Reverend Tep, for that rousing ending. All right, this is your host Ivor Williams. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of A Perspective. Please make sure you leave a comment below and let us know what you think. Until next time, I'm your host Ivor Williams. Peace.